How do I find x? Okay, let's have a look. Here we're going to solve this exponential equation. 3 to the 3x minus 5 times 9 to the 1 minus x, and that's equal to 1. The key for solving exponential equations is that when we have two different bases, try to make them equal. Can we do that here though? Yes, because notice that when we have 9, this is the same as 3 to the second power, so that's wonderful. Whenever we can make the base equal, do it. So here, keep this 3 to the 3x minus 5 times 9, it's the same as 3 to the second power, and then raised to the power of 1 minus x. Now what's next though? Notice here we have 3 to the x. 3 to the x. Notice we have 3 to the second raised to the power of 1 minus x. We can multiply the exponents. So keep this again. And we will have 3, keep it, and then we will have 2 times 1 minus x. And of course, we can distribute that real quick. That will be 2x, 2 minus 2x, and that's equal to 1. Okay, so far so good. What can we do next though? This is 3, and we have an exponent, and they are multiplying. So we can just add the exponents together. Remember, b to the m times b to the n is equal to b to the m plus n. So keep the base 3, and I'm going to have this first exponent, and we add it with the second exponent. And technically, you should put parentheses around it, like so, especially if you are talking about division. If this is a subtraction, then the parentheses is necessary. But here, of course, we're adding something. The plus doesn't really matter. It's just a capital. Anyways, do it. 3x plus minus 2x, right? So 3x minus 2x, that's just x. And then negative 5 plus 2 is minus 3. And now it's equal to 1. This is what we have. Just like on the screenshot as well. How can we continue though? The key is when we have exponential equations, can we make bases equal? Here is 3, here is 1. So what do we do? Well, notice that 3 to what power will give us 1? The answer is the zeroth exponent. This right here, 3 to the zeroth power is the same as 1. So if you look at 3 to the, let me write this down right here. 3 to the x minus 3 equals 3 to the 0. Aha! The bases are equal, and technically I should say when the bases are equal, that's not 1. Well, non-negative exponent, non-negative base. 3 and 3 are equal, that's legitimate. All you have to do is make sure the exponents are equal. So x minus 3 is equal to 0. Final answer, 3 is the answer. That's it. Keep in mind, I did say that when the bases are equal, the exponents have to be equal. You have to make sure that the equal base is not 1. Because if you happen to have 1 being equal, then you will get some trouble number. For example, this is just like a fun problem on the side for you guys. Just for fun. Just for fun, I would say. For fun. Okay. We know that 1 to the first power is 1. Agree? 1 is just 1. And then 1 to the second is 1 times 1, which is 1. So, of course, we can say 1 to the first, which is 1. That's equal to 1 to the second. Yeah. But can we say the exponents are equal? No. No. Don't do it like this. When the base is 1, cannot do it. But when the base is like a non-1, then yes. And it has to be positive, not 1. And sometimes if it's negative, it's also troublesome, so don't talk about negative. But this is legitimate. When the base is 3, perfectly okay. So yeah, don't do this.